Hello everyone, how are you all? Good morning to everyone. Srinivas, Chintu, Sneha, Rameshwar. Exams, you're talking about exams. So call your friends, let's join and start quickly. So we were doing with a periodic table, clear? So what was the last thing which we studied? Good morning Sajid, Priti, Anwar, Ramya, Shranya. Many students are there. Nice. So still let's call them quickly so that no one miss it. Good morning, Pranay. Avinash. So what we studied in the last class, can you remind me once? I think we were writing the configuration of F block. Okay, na? General configuration we have written. Do you remember the general configuration of F block? NS2 N-1D01 and then there was N-2F1 to 14. This is according to NCERT. Am I correct? Which was the exception, Swati? Which was the exception in F block? Thorium. Thorium was the exception. What was the exception? It was not having any electron in 5f orbital. It was not having any electron in 5f orbital. Acha, we have written the exceptions of D block, I think. D block exceptions we have written. Okay, palladium was there. Palladium was there. Acha, two things I want to remind you once. Ki, first of all, we wrote two configurations for D block, general configuration. One was written in old NCERT, one is in new NCERT. So you just see in the option which is present. Okay, na? Modify configuration is there, then very good. If they give the old configuration, okay, then also good. Exception is palladium. Okay. Then we said like this ki NS2 is normal. Do you remember this? In D block, we have written like this ki NS2 is normal. Okay, na? And exception part was, what was the exception part? Do you remember? NS1, this was the exception part. Or NS0. NS0 is the case of your palladium. Do you remember this thing? Group number and all, that only we will discuss today. Okay? Correct. Okay. Now what? We have started representative element. I think we will start it today. Representative element. Still few people missing. Call them quickly. Call your friends. Representative elements we have written. Representative elements. Bhavya. No. Okay. That only I was saying. Okay. So one thing you have to include in the F block. Do you remember the configuration of F block? We have written something like this, ki NS2 N-1D01 and then we have written N-2F1 to 14. Is this the correct thing? So beside this, na, you have to include two things. Okay, na? So beside this, you have to include this part, ki the normal thing is N-1D0. Go and check. Everyone, all of you have opened NCERT? Okay? Have you opened NCERT? Check the configuration of F block there. Check the configuration of F block. Are you seeing D0 maximum times or you are seeing D1 maximum times? Exceptional part is your N-1D1. And in thorium we have D2. In thorium we have D2. Okay, na? This is the exceptional thing. So everyone just confirm once ki in F block periodic table NCERT which configuration you are seeing most? N-1D0 means D0 or D1. Just confirm. Everyone look at it. In the periodic table F block, D0 is for most of the elements or D1 is there? D0, 2 is exception, correct. 2 is exception, correct. That is only for thorium. And D0 is almost in all the elements. D0 is present in almost all the elements, correct. All of you have seen this. Okay? So you can include just this part near the configuration. You can include this, and now we will start with the rest. Okay? So next we have to do the classification, like representative element we have to write. We call it representative or main group element. Clear? Okay, fine. So we have to start from here. So are you ready? Shall we start? Okay, done. Before this, can you tell me one more question I will ask you? Ki which block, okay, which block or which series has last 3 orbits incomplete? Which orbit or series has last, which block, in fact, which block I am asking, which block has last 3 orbits incomplete? Which block has last 3 orbits incomplete? That is your F block, correct. So NS, that is empty. Then your N-1D, then N-2F. So we have written last 3 orbits empty. Outermost is known as ultimate, second last penultimate, third last anti-penultimate. Clear with this point? Okay. So let's come to representative elements. So I'm writing according to NCERT. According to NCERT, S and P block elements are called representative element. S and P block elements are called representative elements. Other source, other books you can find, other source you can see one more point there. I am writing both, but will follow NCERT only. In other books, it is written like this: ki S plus P excluding noble gas. Excluding noble gas. This is written in other books. This is written in other books, but we will go with NCERT. Correct? Like suppose there is a question and they are asking you ki tell the representative elements. Tell the representative elements, and you have the option scandium, titanium, vanadium and argon. What is your correct answer? What is your correct answer? Which are representative element? So my correct answer will be argon according to NCERT, because D block is none of the places it is written in representative element. Okay. Okay. Now come to the next part. Next definition is your typical elements. Who are typical elements? Third period elements. Third period elements are called typical elements. Can you tell the name of third period elements? Can you tell the name of third period elements? Many students are there today. Very good. Attend the classes regularly. Don't miss any class. If you miss any class, next 1 week you will not understand. Take a simple concept of chemistry. Very easy. Unless you make any mistake, you are absent. Okay? So third period elements. What we will say third period elements? Jaldi batao. What are the third period elements? We will say what? Batao. Third period elements are your, we'll start from sodium. Typical elements we are talking about. So sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, then what? Silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. So these are your typical elements. Clear with this point? And so on. Very good. You can write dot, 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 dot. Who will write so many elements? Okay. So the definition of typical element is like this: ki they represent their group. They represent properties of their group. Means what you know? Ki alkali metal are like sodium. ठीक है ना, वी कैन से लाइक दिस कि अल्कली मेटल आर लाइक सोडियम, ठीक है ना, वी कैन से अल्कलाइन अर्थ मेटल आर लाइक मैग्नीशियम. आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पॉइंट? लिसन क्लियरली, carefully. This is your lithium, this is your sodium. After sodium there are many elements, so they are saying ki properties of other elements is equal to, is similar to sodium. The properties of group 2 element is similar to magnesium. Now the question arises here ki why you are not saying lithium and beryllium? Because the group starts with lithium, second group starts with beryllium, so why you are not saying ki are properties of group 1 is equal to or similar to properties of lithium? ठीक है ना, why you are not saying like this? Shahidullah, okay, I heard you got some veterinary college, you are trying to get in that, ठीक है ना. Are you able to understand this point? If I ask you why lithium is not considered, then what you will say? Why lithium or why beryllium, why boron? Why we don't say like this? Ki the properties are similar to lithium, properties are similar to beryllium, properties are similar to boron. Why we are taking third period element as the reference? ठीक है ना. The point is this कि in future we will study anomalous behavior. Do you remember this point? Anomalous behavior. Second period elements are a bit different from rest. Second period elements are a bit different. Reasons we give na: small size, high ionization energy, absence of d orbital. So that's why we don't count second period elements. We count third period elements. Is this point clear to everyone? Yes or no? Why we say कि group is represented by third period? Because second period is having anomalous behavior. Okay, come to the next point now. After typical elements, we are going to write which elements? बताओ, bridging elements. ठीक ना? Now I don't think these parts are in NCERT, but let's write it, no problem. Bridging elements, similar definition. अच्छा, when you will go and solve some questions, na, they will try to make you fool. How they will try to make you fool? They will write the statement like this: कि typical elements are third group elements. Is it true? Typical elements are third group elements. Is it true? They will write like this there. No. Third group nahi. What you should write there? Third period. So read the question carefully till last. Because what we are seeing in the trend, they are writing everything correctly, and in the last few words they change. You remember this year paper, phosphoric acid, phosphorus acid. 90% student gone. Although that was a very easy question from chemistry point of view also and bio also. But so that's why we say ki read the questions carefully. Now come to bridging elements. Same thing we have to write. These are third period elements only. Third period elements except what? Batao. Except argon. Argon we don't count. ठीक है? Third period you will say na, third group nahi. ठीक है? Except argon. Now the question is what are these bridging elements? ठीक है ना? From the name only it is clear it will act like a bridge, connecting two things. What is a bridge? This side, that side, connect both sides. Done. ठीक है ना? So bridge is that. So I will tell you like this. See Mendeleev periodic table. Do you remember something from Mendeleev periodic table? There was Roman number 1, 2, 3 like this. ठीक है? Now in 1 there was subgroups 1A, 2A. Do you remember which elements were present in 1A? 1A and 1B. ठीक है ना? So which elements are present in 1A? Hydrogen, lithium, then there was sodium, magnesium. Magnesium is there. अरे सोडियम के बाद क्या है बताओ? सोडियम के बाद there is potassium, rubidium, cesium. Now you tell me this part. What was there in 1B? What was there in 1B? A is it normal? Correct. B is your transition. 1B, do you remember where was 1B written? Check NCERT everyone. 1, 2. Then there was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 8. Which groups are included in 8? Can you tell me? Which groups are included in 8? 8, 9, 10. Then there was 1B. 1B. 1B is containing copper AgAu. This is the 11th group, is known as 1B, written here. So we say like this कि sodium is acting as a bridge between these two subgroups. ठीक है ना? So copper AgAu. Similarly, you can say like this: you are having suppose second Roman group. So in this, I will have two subgroups, that is your 2A and 2B. 2A is your alkaline earth metal, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium. What is 2B? Can you tell me which group number is 2B? Everyone check NCERT. Which group number is 2B? Zinc, cadmium, mercury, 12th group. It is in NCERT also written. 2B is nothing else but 12th group. And what are the elements written here? You will see beside calcium we will have zinc, cadmium, mercury. So this magnesium is acting as a bridge. So that's why we call them bridging elements. Clear with this point? So you have to just remember these points which I am saying. Okay? Who are typical elements? Third period. Who are bridging element? Third period except argon. Clear with this point? They act as a bridge between A and B. Okay, now come to the next part. What is the next part? Then we will write trans-uranium elements. Do you know what do you mean by trans-uranium element? From the name only, again it is clear. Uranium related to something, uranium. What we will say trans-uranium? Jaldi batao. Trans-uranium. You will say like this: ki elements having what? Z. Z what? Greater than 92. Who is 92? Uranium is 92. And you see here greater means after uranium. Don't write here equal sign, greater than equal to. I am writing here after uranium. Okay, na? After uranium, neptunium, plutonium, like this you have to do. Clear with this point? All of you understood this? Acha. There is also a point like this. There is a statement in fact कि all trans-uranium elements are artificial. True or false? All trans नेहा correct. ठीक है? NP, neptunium to lawrencium. See, so there is a statement like this कि all trans-uranium elements are man-made. But there is exception, except 93, 94. Do you remember that thing? Neptunium and plutonium. Do you remember? 93, 94. So that means man-made is after 95. Man-made is after 95. Can you tell me quickly? Neptunium and plutonium is present in which ore? Neptunium and plutonium is present in which ore? Written in NCERT, we have said also. Can you tell? Neptunium and plutonium is present in which ore? Written in NCERT, in notes also. Which ore? Pitch blend. Very good, Kavitha. It is in pitch blend. The NCERT statement is like this: कि neptunium and plutonium, like actinium and proactinium, is present in pitch blend. Now, how you are forgetting these things? We have already said. Nah? So that's why we say कि भाई this is present naturally also. This is present naturally also. But if you will see, suppose you have 4 options. 3 options are completely wrong. Suppose you have 4 options. 3 options completely wrong. Then what? This is the only left. I will say this is correct statement. So in the material you will find one question like this, in which 3 options are completely wrong. One option is this. So one option this. Okay, correct. So check all the options, tick the best possible answers. Okay, so trans-uranium also done. Now what we will write? Now we will write transition elements. Do you know what are transition elements? So we have written representative, typical, we have written trans-uranium. Now we are writing transition elements. See, transition elements, interesting thing. Although we study this in D block nicely, but we are going to write here also. ठीक है, हाँ, D block. But there are something ना, something not complete D. ठीक है? So D में थोड़ा twist. Now see, they have written the definition in two ways. One is according to English, simple English dictionary. What is transition? Transition is between two things. Transition phase, like you are studying in class 10th, then there is intermediate transition phase, then there is college. So life will change. 10th life, college life, totally different. But between these two, we have transition. ठीक है? So this is English meaning. ठीक है ना कि transition is between वाला phase, intermediate phase. So they are saying like this कि अरे transition elements. अच्छा, one definition is according to English कि there is S block. S block are highly reactive. What are they? They are highly reactive. And on the right side we have P block, that is your 13th group, and which group? 14th group. 13th and 14th, they are saying by these are less reactive. These are what? P block thing. Starting from here, they are saying between them, more reactive, less reactive. S block, P block. Between them we have transition. This is according to Angrezi, English. ठीक है ना? Which we are not interested much. We are chemistry people. We will think technically. ठीक है ना? So what definition you are writing, I am going to write that. So what is the correct definition? More appropriate, technical one. It is like this. He elements having. What we will write? Elements having what? Incomplete d orbital configuration. Incomplete d orbital configuration. Now many people write till this point only. Incomplete d orbital configuration. Many people write till this point only. Is it complete clear statement? Tell quickly. Is this complete statement? Elements having incomplete d orbital configuration. Is it complete statement? No. You have to add here one more thing. In ground state or excited state. This is very important. You have to check in both ground state as well as excited state. Now you will say, sir, what do you mean by excited state? Excited state means any possible oxidation states. Like you know na, +1, +2, like this. ठीक है? Let's try to understand this with example. ठीक है ना? So like suppose I am talking about scandium. Everyone knows. So scandium 21. I can tell you the configuration also. What is the configuration? Jaldi bolo. So configuration is your 4s2 and what? 3d1. So what you see here? Batao, what do you see here? Ki sir, ground state only, incomplete. This is what? Incomplete. So I will say ki this is transition element. Done. My work done. Then teacher will ask you, then no problem. You tell about copper. If you know clearly, you tell about copper. What is the atomic number of copper? 29. Now you will say, now you will be confused. Argon, 4s1, exceptional configuration, 3d10. So you will say, will you say like this? Sir, fully filled. Sir, fully filled. Complete. ठीक है ना? But then also you have to think what I said in ground state or excited state. This is the configuration of ground state. You have to also check excited state. Now you know copper is present in which oxidation states? Copper is present in which oxidation states? Tell quickly. Copper is present in which oxidation states? +1 as well as +2. Everyone knows this? +1 as well as +2. So in ground state it is fully filled. Come to +2. I have to remove how many electrons? 2 electrons. Now you tell from where we remove the electron, from outermost. 4s means fourth orbit, 3d means third orbit. Which is outermost? Fourth orbit. So first I will remove electron from here. So 4s 0. Then I will remove electron from 3d. So this will become 3d 9. So what you see in excited state, d orbital is incomplete. That's why this is a transition element. Got the point? So if d orbital is incomplete, very good, transition. If d orbital is not incomplete, in ground state, check for excited state also. Copper +1, copper +2, everywhere you will check. Clear with this point? All of you understood this? Why copper is a transition element? All of you this understood this point or not? Copper is a transition element. Why? Tell quickly. Tell quickly. Copper is a transition element or not? Yes. Then I will ask, how it is transition element? It is having D10 configuration. Then what you will say? If I ask you how it is a transition element, it is having D10 configuration, then what you will say? Everyone write the comment. Okay, na? So that I am able to know you understand this point. If I ask you, how can you say transition? D is complete here. What you will say? Durga Prasad is saying, sir, d orbital in excited state. You have to see excited also. Correct, Divya, Muhammad. So everyone have to write this. Very good. Then I will ask you another question. What I will ask? Let's talk about zinc now. Zinc, what is atomic number? 30. What is the configuration? Argon 4s2 3d10. Now what do you think? D orbital complete. But this is a ground state configuration. You will say, sir, check in excited state also. Zinc only has +2. Single possible oxidation state, +2. Clear with this point? Single, single, single. He is single. Single possible oxidation state, +2. So where you will remove the electron? From 4s or 3d? From where you will remove the electron? 4s or 3d? Outermost. From 4s. So I will get the configuration like argon 4s0 3d10. So what you see here? Ki in excited state also configuration is complete. Can you see this point? Ground state complete, excited state complete. Now what? Not transition element. We will simply say, I gave zinc 2 options. He said I will follow none. So finally out of the group. So not transition element. Okay? Clear with this point? Very good. Divya, Anwar. Got the point? Take it up. So now finally we can conclude ki whatever is present in zinc group also, I will not call it transition element. Zinc, cadmium, mercury, and what is there? The new one, copernicium. This is the 12th group, and they are not transition elements. Clear with this point? So the definition of transition element, now it becomes D block except 12. Clear with this point? So hope this is clear to everyone. Now we will move to the next part, that is your magic numbers. Before that, take the screenshot. I will minimize it a bit. If you want to write it, write what? This photo you will take only. Okay? Clear? Then second point is this. Okay? So finally we have studied many classifications. We have studied representative, we have studied typical, we have studied transition, we have studied transuranium. Okay? We have studied bridging. So 5. Very good. And finally, we can conclude zinc, cadmium, mercury is not transition element. Okay. Now we will do some magic. What is that magic? So we'll start that magic with magic numbers. What are they? Magic numbers. Some magic will happen. Arre wah. Sneha has written also. Very good. So what are the magic numbers? 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32. Okay? Clear? Okay. Now what? Yes, correct. These are magic numbers, but these are not completely true for all the groups. This we have to see here. This is not completely true for all the groups. To understand that, first we'll have to make a small periodic table quickly. Okay, na? Will not take so much time for it. We will try to make it quickly. Okay? Like this. Okay? So done. So this is a 4, 5, 6, 7. Clear? Okay, so let's start now. See, we will try to learn 2-3 things only, not more. Okay, na? You first see this and then you will take a screenshot. See, so we are talking about group 1 first. You know hydrogen by not defined which position, but we will take it here. Chalo, theek hai. Okay, Niharika also. Indra. No, today class not in exam. When is your exam? Today evening. When you are having your exam? Today evening, na? Today's class not in syllabus. Next week syllabus. ठीक है? Next week. चलो आ जाओ जल्दी come here. See. So tell me now the elements. Hydrogen. What is below hydrogen? Lithium, then sodium, then potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Okay. So what? Tell me the atomic numbers also, na? So what is the atomic number of hydrogen? 1, then lithium 3, then sodium 11. Suppose you don't know the atomic number, then what you will do? Arre, no problem. Everyone remembers the atomic number of noble gases. Okay, na? So what you will do? You will just add how many you will add? Helium, neon, argon. Just add 1. So neon 10 plus 1, then 18 plus 1, 19, 36 plus 1, 37, 54 plus 1, 55, then 86 plus 1, 87, done, ho gaya. Now you check the gap. Check the gap once. 2, 8. What is the gap here? 8. What is the gap here? 18. Then what is the gap? What is the gap? Batao jaldi. 18 only, I think. And then the gap is 32. Okay, na? So what you can say, till this point we have S, first group. Can you all see this? Okay, na? Till this point we have first group. Is it clear? Till this point we have first group. Okay? In second group, what will happen? Suppose if I start from beryllium, this is a magnesium. So beryllium is 4 and magnesium is 12. What is the difference here? 8. Okay? So everything is same, only the 2 part is not there. Okay? So just see the difference. Group 1, all 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32. Not second 32. Okay? So till here, one more we will add. Okay? So it is till this point. Okay? 18, 18, 32. Color not changing. Okay, chalo. So only 2 is skipped, rest everything is same. And there is only 132. Important part is this D block. I will say you clearly कि you mainly focus on D block. Okay, na? Everyone focus on D block. Okay, na? See here. What you will say, third period, it starts from a third group. What are the elements in this? Can you remind me? Elements in third group. Scandium, yttrium. Now white color is there. Chalo, theek hai. Leave it. So scandium, yttrium. Then what is there? Lanthanum. Then what is there? Actinium. Do you know the atomic number? Yes, sir. this is 21, this is 39, this is 57, this is 89. So many times we have written. Okay, and come to the fourth group now finally. Fourth group, what is we are having, sir? Very easy. 21, this is your Sachin Tendulkar. 22, yttrium, this was sir zirconium. Yes, Zebra. 40, lanthanum. 57, will I write here 58? Bolo yes or no? Should I write here 58? Vijay, should I write here 58? No, no, no. You will say, sir, 14 elements gone. So you are having hafnium with 72. Then there is rutherfordium with 90. No, 104. Now you check the gap. This is interesting. This is magic. What is the gap here? 18. What is the gap here? 18. Am I correct? What is the gap here? 32. So what you see in third group, magic numbers are 18, 18, 32. Now you tell me, is this same for fourth group also? Everyone, do it quickly. Tell the magic numbers for 14th group. Is it same 18, 18, 32? Tell quickly. Is it same 18, 18, 32? Check the gap. Sneha is writing no, sir. This is 18. Then you will see 32. Then 32. So this only I wanted to tell. In 13 group, it is 18, 18, 32. But from fourth group onwards, it is 18, 32, 32. Because here we have, what we have? We have here 14 F block. So same for all now. Same for all. What same for all? Which number? 18, 32, 32. Clear? You can check this one. I am showing you an example. Zinc, cadmium, mercury and copernicium. Now see everyone see on the board. Everyone on the board on your screen. Where we will use these magic numbers? They will ask you. What they will ask you? Ki bhai, there is one element cadmium. They will give you the atomic number also. And they will ask you who is up. Paina and Inda. They will ask you who is up and who is down. For this question, we are going to use this. So everyone knows. Now you will tell me the atomic number of all these. Quickly. Zinc, everyone knows, sir, 30. Zinc, everyone knows, 30. Now what I will add in this? 18. So this is 48. Then what I will add? 32. Then this is your 80. Then what I will add? 32. Then this is 112. Clear? So 18, 32, 32. 18, 32. So now what? If anyone give you cadmium telling ki 48, you will just subtract 18 and add 32. If anyone gives you mercury above 32, below 32, this will help. Clear with this point? Now finally come to P block. P block we are not interested much. We were interested in D block only. But theek hai, we will write it. Boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium, nihonium. Are you getting this point? Is it clear? Okay? Thallium then nihonium. Now we know the atomic number. This is your 5. This will be what? 13. 13. Now what? So check the gap once. 30. This is 31. Done. Now you can tell what is the gap here? 8. What is the gap here? 18. Same gap will repeat here also. So this was 18 again. So what it will be? 49. This will be what? 80, 81. This is 112, 113. So what the gap you are finding? Ki this is 18. This is your 32. This is your 32. Okay? Same thing is for noble gas also. Extra 8 is there. This extra 8 is there only. Okay? So we can now simply summarize. I will not write all, because what happens now? In writing all, we forget the important thing. In writing all, we forget the important thing. Okay, na? So I will ask you clearly, or I will tell you once. See, for group 1, all valid, last 32 is not there. Group 2, first 2, last 32, not there. P block 2, 8, not there. Initial 2, 2, 8, not there. Halogen 2 is not there. 8 is there. ठीक है ना? 8 is there, 2 is not there. For D block 18, 18, 32, third group. For rest 18, 32, 32. Clear? So I am writing the most important one only, not everything. Third group, what are the magic numbers? 18, 18, 32. And rest D block, it is 18, 32, 32. Initial one you will miss. Then this is 18, 32, 32. And P block, except noble gas. Noble gas excluding. So you are having, leave first 2, 8. So you are having 8, 18, 18, 32, 32. Check this. Is this correct? That's it. So I will give you now some questions which you have to do. All of you understand? Mainly we have to focus on third group and fourth group. Can you tell? Everyone can tell? Just see it once. See, we see it once for 1 minute and we understand what happened. So everyone take 1 minute time and just see in which block we have to remove which number. Clear? Done? Now I will give you then some homework. You will have to do it. Will you do the homework? Okay. So simple one I will give you. So those who have not written, they can take a screenshot here. Okay. So third group 18, 18, 32. Rest 18, 32, 32. Clear? Okay. So the question is like this. You have to tell above element and below element. Okay. 45. You have to tell above one, below one. See periodic table and then try to calculate. Okay. Then I am giving you one more. चलो अभी तुम्हें दे देते हैं 80 above one and below one. Do you remember class 1, 2 also they used to give some numbers, but those were just 1, 2, 3, 4 counting numbers only, na? Okay, so that's it. Now we will study something else which will help you also. Prediction of position of element, or predicting position of elements. Predicting position of elements. Very important. They ask you, and there is a shortcut method also for this. Okay, so let's try. Last topic for today. This will only take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So we'll try to do it as much as we can. Okay? Fine. So first of all, we will try to find period. Now can you tell how we find period? Any element given, how we will find period? So period is equal to highest principal quantum number occupied. Okay? So this is the, what you will say, what you will write in the fill in the blanks? Principal quantum number. Like I will give you example. Let's take the thorium example only, the exceptional case. Do you know the configuration of thorium? क्या था बताओ? Radon. And then what was written? Bolo. What was written there? 7s2, 6d2 and 5f0. So this is the configuration suppose given to you. Now in this you tell, what is the highest principal quantum number occupied? This is your fifth unoccupied only, exceptional case. This is your sixth and this is your seventh. So can you guess the period number? So period number is 7. Achha, what was the atomic number of thorium? 90. Very easy. You will say, sir, you will give any configuration na, I will tell you the period quickly. ठीक है ना? But the question is that if I give you configuration, anyone can see and tell highest number, highest principal quantum number. So I will not give you the number. I will not give you the number configuration. I will directly give you number, atomic number. There is an element X having atomic number 89. Now you tell. Okay. So what you will do, sir, I will write the configuration first. Writing the configuration of 80, 90, 112, not very easy. It will take time. Are you understanding this point? If they give you big numbers, it will be difficult for you to write the configuration. I have written the same thing, na? 89, 90 only. Okay? So what? No problem. Remember your childhood, 9th and 10th class, what you were doing there? You were writing configuration there also, but not like this. Do you remember how you wrote configuration in class 9? If I have 89, you were writing like this. Sir, configuration, I can write. How? 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, like this. Do you remember it? 32. Then you were saying, sir, this is K shell, this is L, M, N, first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit, fifth orbit, sixth orbit. Till here we have 86. So in the last orbit we have 3. In the last orbit we have 3. So we have reached till 7th orbit. 7th orbit means 7th period. So I will say if configuration is given, you do like this. If atomic number is given, you do like this. So I am giving you final question. Okay, na? Can you tell? I am giving you 68. Atomic number is 68. You tell the period number. So I will not write the configuration. I will not take the pain of writing the configuration. Okay, na? So much problem. Euler's diagram you will find which orbitals are coming before, after, like this. So what I will do, I will simply do like this. 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32. Acha, 32 not here. Just see how many elements done. So we have written, I think 18, 54 we have written. 54 we have written. Now we will write here, if I will write 10, I will get 64, 14. Okay? So till which orbit I have reached? First orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit, fifth orbit, sixth orbit. Sixth. Got the point? Okay? And F block. So that is a shortcut thing which we will see in the next part. Okay, na? Ki no need to do this much also. We will remember F block configuration and I will tell what? Ki 4F series lies from 58 to 71. Do you remember? 58 to 71. This lies in F, 6th period, 4F series. That also we will do in future. Don't worry. All of you have understood this period part. Now come to the second part. What is the second part? Finding block. Okay? So that thing we will remember. F block we will remember, Sneha. Very important. I will tell you after some time now. Second thing, block. How to find the block? Okay. Block is equal to subshell in which what? Batao. Last electron or the differentiating electron enters. Last electron enters. That is equal to block. Like I will give you a short example now. 11 is there. So the configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Ab batao. Let's check the period also. What is the highest principal quantum number? 3. Third period. Last electron is entering in which subshell? S subshell. That means what? This is a S block element. Got the point? Let's write something else. Okay, there is an element, random element having configuration like this. Configuration is like argon 4s2, 3d10, 4p2. This is the configuration. Can you tell the period and block? Next question. Can you tell the period and block? So you will say, sir, very easy. You have given me configuration. What is the highest principal quantum number? 4. So fourth period. Then I will ask, array, tell the block na. What you will say, sir, d orbital fully filled. Means I came from here to d, fully filled. After this, what starts? NP1, NP2, NP3, like this. So this is NP2. Got the point? So last electron is entering in p subshell. So this is a p block element. Clear with this point? Okay. Finally, we are moving to the last part, that is your group, which is very hectic for people. Because in this 2-3 parts are there. But I will suggest you clearly one thing. What I will suggest, any question they give you, any question to find period, block, anything, group, first you check for F block. First you check for F block. I am saying this, keep this in mind, because we know that there are 2 series. One is your 4F series, one is your 5F series. Okay, na? And 4F series lies from where to where? From 58 to 71. And 5F series lies from 90 to 103. And all the F block elements are in which group? Do you remember this? All the F block elements are in which group? A, fourth group. Kavita, wrong. All the F block elements lie in which group? Jaldi batao, jaldi. Third group. You can say 3B. According to NCERT, 3A. Okay? So third, Harshvardhan. Correct. Third. That's why we say, you remember, in last class we did one question. In third group, how many elements are there? In third group, how many elements are there? Chromium, no problem. You can do for chromium also. Okay, try to do the same thing for chromium. Last electron going in D subshell only. So D. Highest principal quantum number occupied, 4. So fourth period. Okay. 32. Correct. So this is that. And this is your 6th period, 7th period. So anything they give you, first you see. Suppose they give you any question, 68, 59. Okay, na? You first check for F block. If it is F block, you will get the answer in 5 seconds only. Okay, na? If you will not check, you will waste your 5-10 minutes, and then also guarantee is not there. Okay, na? So I am telling you again and again, if they give you any atomic number, first check for F block. Clear with this point? Okay. Then there is an interesting twist. Twist what? Trick. What interesting trick is there? From 103 to 1118. Anything you write here, I am writing some random numbers. Till 118. What is the trick? From 103 to 118. Last 2 digits are their group number. Very interesting. Like if they ask you, array 103, what is the group number? 3. 105, what is the group number? 5. 111, what is the group number? 11. 1114, what is the group number? 14. Ogneson 118, what is the group number? 18. Understood this point? We don't have to use our brains. So if I ask you 107, which element is 107? Do you remember? Which element is 107? Which element is 107? Do you remember? Which one? Borium. I told not 007, James Bond, borium. Okay? So 107. So 107 in which group? Dubnium 9. Divya. Borium 107. James Bond 007. I told you 111. Topper. Roger Federer. Topper in every case. Done. 106. Sivorgium. Okay? So like this. Clear with this point? Understood? Group number is equals to last 2 digits. So this was the tricky part. Means first we have to test this. Then there are many more points. Okay, na? So about rest of the block we will see in next class. ठीक है ना, कि हाउ टू टेल S block, how to tell P block, how to tell D block, and then we will try to get one shortcut कि one thing is better than all this, ठीक है ना. So we will try to do it in next class. This class is not in the syllabus. Hope you like the session. Study nicely, don't do time pass, attend classes regularly. Understood this point? NEET very easy, questions comes from NCERT only. If they try to ask outside NCERT, controversy arises and they have to change their answer, which we have seen this year also. Okay? Understood the point? All of you understood what we studied? Representative, revise daily, represent and solve some questions also. Without solving questions, don't sit in the exam. And you have to sit in the exam, that is compulsory. So solve some questions first. Solve some question, 50 questions at least. Solve, then go and give the test. Okay? So hope you understood everything. Okay. Chalo, nice. ठीक है ना? So stay connected, study more, be regular. ठीक है? चलो ठीक है. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.